AITAH for wanting revenge after my wife and daughter destroyed my life at my 75th birthday party. Throwaway account because this is humiliating. I'm 75 years old, been married to my wife Stephanie for 40 years. We have an 18-year-old daughter, Tanya. I thought we had a solid family, worked my ass off my whole life to provide for them, never cheated, always put them first. But last weekend at my birthday party, everything shattered. It was a big gathering at our house. Family, friends, the works. Cake, toasts, all that. Then Stephanie stands up, clinks her glass, and says, "Everyone, I have an announcement." I figured it was something sweet. Nope. She looks right at me and says, "I'm leaving this pathetic loser. I've been unhappy for years, and Tanya's coming with me." Tanya nods along like it's no big deal. The room goes dead silent. Then they both turn and point to this guy in the corner, Tyrone, some slick dude half my age who's apparently been sleeping with my wife for God knows how long. Stephanie grabs his hand, says, "We're starting fresh," and they walk out the door together, Tanya trailing behind with her bags already packed. My family just stares in horror. My sister starts crying. My brother looks like he wants to punch someone. I couldn't breathe, chest tightened up, and next thing I know, I'm on the floor having a heart attack. Paramedics rush me to the hospital. Doctors say I nearly died. Woke up alone in that sterile room, no wife, no daughter. Just beeping machines. What the hell did I do to deserve this? Update 1. Oh God, where do I even start? It's been a full week since that nightmare unfolded, and every single day feels like an eternity in hell. I was discharged from the hospital 2 days ago, my chest still aching from the stents they shoved in to keep my battered heart pumping. The house, our house, the one I built from nothing, brick by brick with my own hands over decades of sweat and sacrifice, now echoes with a silence that's deafening. No laughter from Tanya blasting her music upstairs, no clatter of Stephanie in the kitchen pretending to cook while scrolling on her phone. Just me, alone, shuffling through empty rooms like a specter haunting my own life. I've tried calling them dozens of times. Stephanie's number goes straight to voicemail, her voice on the recording mocking me with that cheerful tone I used to love. "Hi, this is Steph. Leave a message." Tanya blocked me outright. Found out through my cousin, who heard it from a mutual friend, that they're holed up in some sleazy downtown apartment with Tyrone, living it up like they've won the lottery. The image burns in my mind. My wife, the woman I vowed to cherish forever, tangled in sheets with that smug bastard, while my so-called daughter cheers them on. How long has this been going on? Years. The signs were there, weren't they? Late nights at work, mysterious texts she hid from me, Tanya's sudden coldness toward me these past months. I was blind, a fool in love. Nights are the worst. I lie in our king-sized bed, the side where Stephanie slept now cold and untouched, and the tears come unbidden. Sobs that rack my frail body, making my heart monitor beep warnings I ignore. Why me? What did I ever do to deserve this betrayal? I gave them the world, paid for Stephanie's spa days, Tanya's college fund, vacations to Europe where we posed for happy family photos that now feel like lies. Was I too predictable? Too devoted? Did my love become a cage they had to escape? My family checks in. My sister brings casseroles I can't stomach. My brother rants about hunting Tyrone down, but it's all laced with pity. Their eyes say it. Poor old Michael, discarded like yesterday's trash. I feel invisible, worthless, a broken shell of the man who once commanded respect. The pain isn't just physical, it's a soul-deep agony that whispers maybe I should have let that heart attack take me. But no, I cling to life, if only to understand how my perfect world turned to ashes in one cruel moment. Update 2. 3 weeks have crawled by since the last update, each one a fresh torment that twists the knife deeper into my gut. The loneliness has morphed into something darker, a simmering rage that boils beneath the surface, fueling my every waking thought. I couldn't just sit there anymore, wallowing in self-pity like a defeated old man. No, I hired a private investigator with the last chunks of my retirement savings, the money I'd squirreled away for our golden years that now mocks me from the bank statements. What he uncovered. Jesus, it was like peeling back layers of a rotten onion, each revelation more putrid than the last. Tyrone. He's no charming lover. He's a goddamn parasite, a con artist with a rap sheet longer than my arm. Multiple affairs across 3 states, shady investment scams that left widows penniless, and get this, a outstanding warrant for fraud in Nevada where he fleeced an elderly couple out of their life savings. Stephanie's been his latest mark, funneling thousands from our joint accounts into his pockets under the guise of loans and investments. Bank records show transfers dating back 2 years. 2 goddamn years while I slaved away at my job, thinking we were building a future. And Tanya, oh, this one nearly killed me all over again. The pie pushed for a DNA test, using a hair from her old brush I found in the bathroom. Results came back yesterday. She's not mine. Not biologically, anyway. Conceived around the time Stephanie took those business trips to Chicago 18 years ago, trips where she came back glowing and distant. Tyrone's the father. The timelines match his whereabouts back then. My daughter, the girl I raised, whose diapers I changed, whose first steps I cheered, is a living reminder of their deceit. The betrayal crashes over me in waves, drowning me in fury. How dare they? I pace the house at night, fists clenched, imagining their smug faces as they laugh at the pathetic loser they left behind. But no more tears. Those have dried up, replaced by a cold, calculated resolve. I've lawyered up with the meanest divorce attorney in town, a shark who smells blood in the water. We're freezing assets, tracing every penny they stole, building a case that'll bury them. Family heirlooms. Gone if I say so. The vacation home. Mine. And Tanya. She's cut out entirely. No inheritance, no contact. They thought they could shatter me and dance on the pieces. Wrong. This is war, and I'm arming myself for the battle. The anger sustains me now, a fire in my veins that pushes back the darkness. Revenge isn't just a want, it's a need, a lifeline pulling me from the abyss. Update 3. It's been 2 months since this nightmare began, but today marks the glorious, fiery climax of my rebirth from the ashes. The plan unfolded like a meticulously scripted thriller, each move a dagger thrust into the heart of their treachery. I didn't just serve the divorce papers, I orchestrated a symphony of destruction. With my lawyer's blessing and a pair of burly cops as my entourage for security, I stormed their dingy love nest downtown, the kind of roach-infested hole that reeks of cheap perfume and desperation. The look on Stephanie's face when I banged on the door. Pure, unadulterated terror. She opened it a crack, her eyes widening like saucers as she saw me standing there, not the broken husk she abandoned, but a man reborn in vengeance. Tyrone. It's him. She shrieked, but it was too late. I thrust the envelope into her trembling hands. Divorce papers thick as a novel, laced with affidavits, bank records, and the damning DNA results that exposed Tanya as the fruit of their illicit poison. Tyrone bolted from the bedroom half-dressed, his slick facade crumbling into panic, but the cops were ready. That Nevada warrant, activated on the spot. They slapped cuffs on him faster than he could spit excuses, dragging him out kicking and screaming about misunderstandings and frame jobs. Stephanie collapsed to her knees, wailing, "Michael, please. We can talk about this." Talk. After she paraded her lover at my birthday, after they nearly sent me to an early grave. I laughed, a cold, bitter sound that echoed through the hallway. Tanya huddled in the corner, tears streaming, begging, "Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't know. But she's no daughter of mine anymore. The test proved it, and my heart sealed it." The court hearing was a massacre. Judge sided with me entirely, awarding the house, the savings, even alimony from Stephanie since she quit her job to play house with her con man. Tyrone's facing years behind bars for fraud, and I've tipped off every victim he scammed, let them pile on. But I wasn't done. I compiled it all into a blistering group email to family, friends, even our old neighbors. Scans of the evidence, timelines of the affair, the DNA bombshell. They're social lepers now. Whispers follow them everywhere, doors slam in their faces. Stephanie's been spotted begging relatives for handouts. Tanya dropped out of college amid the scandal. Me. I've sold the house for a tidy profit, packed my bags, and I'm heading to the coast, a cozy beachfront condo where the waves will wash away the stains of the past. My heart, stronger than ever, beating with the rhythm of sweet, hard-won justice. If you're out there reading this, cheaters of the world, remember, the pathetic loser you discard might just rise up and burn your empire to the ground. Karma doesn't just bite, it devours.